In this video, we will learn to find values when the area is known. So again, we're going to look at the same problem, the typical length of pregnancies, and we have the mean is 266 and the standard deviation is 14. So mean, again, will be 266, and our standard deviation is going to be 14. So one definition of premature birth is the length of pregnancy is in the lowest 3% of all pregnancies. And we want to find the length of pregnancy that separates those babies who are considered premature from those who are not. So here we're given a percentage. That means we are given the area. So we're going to draw this out. And the mean is 266. And the standard deviation is 14. Now, a lot of people get areas mixed up with values, but this one is a percentage. So that means we're looking for the lowest 3%. So we're not looking for this value on the line. We are given this area. This is what we're given. So we're given that this area is 0.03. And what we want to find is what this value on the line is. So we want to see what separates the lowest 3% from the highest 3%. Now we could do this by hand by looking in the table for 0.03 in the center of the table, tracing it out to the z-score, and then using this formula up here to get our x value. But it is much easier to do in StatCrunch, so that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is still go to Stat, Calculators, Normal, put in our mean, which we found was 266, and the standard deviation, which was 14. And instead of putting the x value here, we're given an area. So we're going to put it over here after the equal sign, which I like to call the area box. So we're going to put 0.03 in the area box. Make sure we have less than here, because we could see from our picture, less than, and hit compute. And we get a value of 239.66, which we can round to 240 days. So this would be 240 days. So that is the value that separates the babies who are premature and those who are not. So those that are less than 240 days would be considered premature according to the lowest 3%. So on the next one, we're saying Sue just recently gave birth to her second child after a longer than average pregnancy. And she was told compared to the length of her pregnancy, only 5% last longer. So again, we're going to draw out our curve. 266 in the middle. And we want only 5% last longer. So we want the top 5% here. We want to figure out what is this value that marks this top 5%. So again, we're going to go back into StatCrunch. We already have our mean. I already have our standard deviation. We're going to clear out our x value. And over here on the equal sign, we're going to put 0.05 because we want the top 5%. Now because we have this top, the greater than, we need to change this to greater than. And we can see this gives us a value of 289. So this value here would be 289. And we get 289 days. So that is how you find a value when you're given an area. The key thing to look for is percentages or probabilities. Those will know that you're given an area. And when you're given an area, you want to put the area in the area box in StatCrunch over to the right of the equal sign. So that is how you find a value when the area is known in StatCrunch.